call me Puerto Rican J. I might go out red, put that diamond in my face. I ain't been to bed cause I've been grinding all day. Took a risk, I made a way, can be my chick on my day. You act like you don't know your place. You too deceived, but that ain't.
100 Mob in the building, Hippo Mouth. You already know what it is. That was O.O. Jesse with Puerto Rico J. You already know what it is, and I need y'all to check that I Like 'Em live performance in Times Square. Nigga went way out in New York and did his thing. Yeah, real BR. Yes, Lord, and no Lord. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to O.O. Jesse. You already know what it is with me, and you already know what it is with him. We're going to communicate, drop the link, and come in. You already know what it is with me. I'm back up in the building. Get your mind right. Now, we want to talk about Kevin Gates. We want to talk about Boosie. You already know what it is right now. You know it's the 100 Mob. You already know it's Top Cat 100. You already know we in here going hard in the paint, nigga. Yeah, you thought we was gone, but guess what? We was, nigga. Yeah. We had to go head on. We had to get the money together. We had to hustle. Straight up. You understand what I'm talking about? The whip is still on our back. You understand what I'm saying? We still got to clock in. So we got to do this real quick, man. We want to talk about this, man, because Kevin Gates spoke up on Boosie. Everybody always want to talk about this and that. And, you know, it's crazy, man, because we see what Kevin Gates is about and we see what Boosie is about. They had a long-lasting feud, man. I got kind of into it when we talk about, you know what I'm saying, Lil Nick. We talk about Dead Game. We talk about, you know, all of this stuff that, you know, shakes back to, you know, the first song that they even did. You know what I'm saying? And the last song that they ever did. You know what I'm saying? Now, we done seen them do, you know, BWA Ron dirty. You understand what I'm talking about? That's just real talk, nigga. I can't sit here and say nothing different from what's up on camera, nigga, a while back. You know what I'm saying? If you type it in, you know what I'm saying? Boosie and Kevin Gates walk right past each other and their entourages is getting into it, man. And that's the crazy thing about it, bro. So we can't sit here and look at, you know, nothing that ain't what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Boosie. We talking about Kevin Gates doing a song and him being, you know, Boosie said he was up on FaceTime with him, Kevin Gates, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You had Fredo Bang, you had NBA Youngboy, man. My whole thing is, man, you can sit here and say that they had this and had that, man, but nigga, we don't see no music coming out of it, bro. And that's in one of these videos that I had did, I was speaking of, man. We got to see the music and what's producing, you know what I'm saying, from these FaceTimes, nigga. You know what we want. We don't care about you niggas lollygagging up on FaceTime and ain't no music coming out. And that's just from the real, nigga, and that's straight up and down. Now, when we talk about Mr. Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? That's what Boosie is self-proclaimed, nigga, Mr. Louisiana, nigga, and then Gates sitting up there talking about he Mr. Louisiana. And you know what I'm saying? You hear Uncle Bang, you know what I'm saying, up on his channel talking about that, you know what I'm saying, Boosie scared of Kevin Gates, you know what I'm saying? You know, and all of this and that, man. But the fans see it, nigga, you see it, you already know what's going on, so I don't know why you keep on trying to act like that, you know, niggas don't see and hear what's going on with you. So when Kevin Gates come out up on the song F him, you see what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? He actually uses, you know what I'm saying, Boosie's cadence, you know what I'm saying, for the hook, nigga. And this what leads niggas to believe that, you know what I'm saying, it ain't just favoritism. You see what I'm saying? Because you use his cadence, but then say you Mr. Louisiana in the same sense, knowing that this man got a chain that says Mr. Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep on playing games, nigga. If you gonna play subliminal games, we just gonna think what you trying to ride on and get the attention from us thinking, just so you can come out and say it ain't true, nigga. Yeah, we gonna make you stand on something, or we gonna make you say it was true, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas ain't keep on talking about each other up under the lines and think that we supposed to say he could have been talking about anybody. No, nigga, you see the chain, Mr. Louisiana, nigga, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? It ain't something that everybody is saying, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This something that I only heard Boosie saying, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, Wayne or somebody back in the day mentioned it one time in a rap, and I don't think Boosie got it from that. This is his wave that he riding, nigga. So it's like Kevin Gates, man, look, man, I understand that, you know what I'm saying, you said what you said, and I'm not trying to start nothing. But nigga, you said it, man, and it's the way we gotta keep it, bro. So if this is how we gonna keep it, we gonna go ahead on and call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Boosie and Kevin Gates been fighting for, you know what I'm saying, who is the king of BR for a minute. You know what I'm saying? They expanded from BR to ban Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? And you know, from my, you know what I'm saying, noticeability, nigga, I don't see nail one of them is Mr. Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Cause nail one of them, you know what I'm saying, you know, track record gonna match up to some of these Louisiana artists that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying, when we talk about Wayne, you know what I'm saying, we talking about Wayne catalog, rapping ability and all, you know what I'm saying, do you really think either of these artists is better than Wayne? You know what I'm saying? Maybe in certain, you know, pockets, when we talk about BR, they gonna say Boosie reigns supreme, they gonna say Kevin Gates reigns supreme, you see what I'm saying, but against Wayne catalog, yes, them niggas can compete to the end, but it's not enough because Wayne is still doing astronomical things now, nigga. So this is what I'm saying, bruh. When we talk about Mr. Louisiana, who is really Mr. Louisiana? Who is really going to put on and actually let y'all see this thing for what it is? You know, we talk about a catalog. You know what I'm saying? So this is more than Kevin Gates just saying what he's saying and Boosie saying what he's saying. They going for a whole state now. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Mr. BR. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Boosie ain't going to call himself nothing like Mr. Baton Rouge, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And people already say he the king of Baton Rouge before Kevin Gates. But Kevin Gates came along and he made the whole city of BR want to be like him, including the NBA Youngboy and a lot of others that y'all look up to. Now NBA Youngboy got it. So it go down the trail, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop. When we talk about rap, we talking about song ability. You know, Kevin Gates is better than Boosie to many. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being real, man. I'm not sitting up here trying to, you know what I'm saying, poke fun or nothing like that, because they going to say Gates ain't got more for the streets than Boosie. You know what I'm saying? We talk about heartfelt street songs, you know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't got that over Boosie. You see what I'm saying? And Kevin Gates got some real knockers, some real, you know what I'm saying, street music for you. You know what I'm saying? Heartfelt, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, when we talk about Boosie songs like Betrayed, you know what I'm saying? We talk about, we can really go down the line, you know what I'm saying, with Boosie. Boosie got street classes. I don't think Gates got more street classes than Boosie. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that Kevin Gates is actually moving the pen forward when he had got it from Boosie, from studying Boosie. You know what I'm saying? They actually did a song. Y'all can go ahead on and compare the verses or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if they really on FaceTime, they really cool. It wasn't no need for Kevin Gates to say what he said, you know what I mean, to make people even insinuate that. Because if you insinuating that, we gonna go ahead on and try to make you stand on it, man. You know what I mean? Us as bloggers and us as fans, bro. Cause we see the nigga with the chains on, Mr. Louisiana, Mr. Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? He the only one that been saying it, so why do you come along and say that you Mr. Louisiana if you really don't feel like that, you know what I mean, you throwing in the shade at Boosie and while using his cadence while up on the hook. You know what I'm saying? This is what we got to go back to. You know what I'm saying? Boosie had a song, you know what I mean? DA, you know what I mean? And the same thing, without that badge, you up in the half. You know what I'm saying? We already know the song, man. You know what I mean? All that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we know what it is, bro. You can't sit up here and fool nobody, bro. So like I said, y'all drop the comments. Y'all let me know. Am I tripping? Because y'all saying that other niggas is reaching when they did this video. You know what I'm saying? But they really didn't, you know what I'm saying, break it down. Like, and I'm just saying, you know, you don't want people to insinuate nothing that you don't mean. You know what I'm saying? For shock value. You know what I'm saying? So y'all think about it, man. Did Kevin Gates really diss Boosie? You know what I'm saying? And then Boosie came back in a post and said, Mr. Louisiana with, you know what I'm saying, mega exclamation points bad, nigga.